Okay, alright. Welcome everyone to 2021. And I hope everyone is looking forward for a better year, because at the very least in this channel, we're starting off with a blast. Every single week, we're gonna try and upload one video. And since my copyright strike has now expired, we can let loose. Okay, no more limits on the solo leveling content because I will be pumping them out. Now, be it Genshin Impact, solo leveling, or any other content that I find very interesting, I'm gonna pump them out like there's no tomorrow. Speaking of like there's no tomorrow, I've been playing a game every single day over the last 2 months, and unless you've been living under the rock, and if you are a gamer, you probably must have heard of this new gacha game called Genshin Impact. I love this game. It's arguably like the anime version of Breath of the Wild. I still haven't played that game, so please don't kill me for it. And I'm speaking especially to one person who lent me his game, and I still haven't played it over 4 months. I've been part of the community, I guess, for over the last 2 months. I love this game, like I said. But now, I want to call out the different kinds of people that I've seen in this game. And I think it's very interesting because we are all part of this one way or another. Given you could be one or two of these categories, or you might not be none of them, which means you're wrong. Let's start off with the first one, and I think this one's the best one because you and I are inexcusably part of this, because we are playing this game, and pretty much the entire Genshin community revolves around this. And if you're not, you would live long enough to be a part of this, and that is the simp culture. If you ever pulled for a character based on their looks, their great personality, and great assets, then welcome to the club. Pleasure to meet you, fellow cultured weeb. And look, I'll say it for you. Okay, I'll say it for you so you don't have to. It is fine to simp for these characters because they don't exist in real life. As hard for me to say it, they don't exist in real life, my man. You could never ever talk to them, and that sucks. Okay, but I mean, look at Zhongli, look at Ayaka. Are you not gonna simp for these guys? Are you gonna be kidding me? Have you seen that trailer for Zhongli? I mean, look at the Ayaka gameplays. Okay, she's from Inazuma, literally Japanese. Okay, we already simped so many anime characters, and then now look at them. It's anime as fuck, boy. Be it a waifu, be it a loli or husbando, whatever you're into, MiHoYo knows how to get our attention. They know how to get into our hearts, and especially know how to dig deep into our wallets. And they're very good at that. And to be honest, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna live and die by trying to summon. That's basically what I do now. Speaking of like getting the characters that you wanted, there are those who gets everything they wanted, and they are pretty much the loudest ones, and they're the ones you've seen the most, and they are the whales. And I think you guys know what I mean by the whales. And if you haven't, you've pretty much seen countless $1,000 summons, 10,000, 5,000, you know, at least you've heard of them at the very least, right? Now, there's a concept in most games that in-game purchases will lead to a pay-to-win scenarios. But here's the fun fact about Genshin. You're not winning, son. You will not ever be winning, because what are you winning against? Only with yourself. It's like a mobile game where you just have to beat your high score. Because guess what? It is not PvP. You're not winning against people, mate. And you're just gonna be winning against AIs. And listen, if you're gonna lose to a fucking group of Hilichos, then that's kinda on you, okay? Work hard on it. If you're gonna lose against Ruin Guards, and then yep, that's completely fine. You know, you're eventually gonna learn strategies. And look, you could spend well over 10k and still not get the ones you want. It only guarantees that you will get a chance in this game. But that is why whales, okay, I don't hate them, I love them. Like, I love Tectone, because these guys make us realize that no matter how much you spend on this game, it is not that worth it, man. You spend $500 on this game, you could have traveled somewhere in the world with those 500. And whales play a completely different game to free-to-play players, because they can see what C1 and C6 characters would ever look like. Because for free-to-play, you might as well have forgotten about that. So number 3, free-to-play players. Okay, now free-to-play players make up the majority of the Genshin Impact community, and mainly because we don't have something called money. Everyone starts off as free-to-play until they've used up or they're willing to trade in the most valuable currency of all time, which is time. Time is what revolves around into this game, and it will be, and forever will be, what will persuade you to spend money in this game. But for free to play, we don't earn shit, okay? And I'm gonna explain that a bit later. But we play the game for what it is. What is given to us, we're gonna give it. And things like 5 stars will only be a luxury, and if not, only dreams and hopes for others. So for those that our fallen brothers who didn't get a Zhongli, okay, we're gonna wish them all the luck for the next banner and then hopefully the next Zhongli. But for free to play, props to you, man. Props to you guys, because you are the fuel of the Genshin Impact community, and I hope the best for every one of you guys. I mean, you guys already know what free to play is. We are not gonna lie, we have it tough, lads. We have it tough. Okay, now let's talk about dolphins. Why am I talking about fishes? We spoke about whales. Why is it called dolphins? Why not sharks? Now, dolphins is what I would call the midpoint between free to play and whales. So you you paid something, so you're not exactly free to play, and you haven't paid that much to the point where you are now whaling. So maybe you spend $5 to $20, you are now a dolphin. So I believe this will be the point where a lot of people who somewhat earns a little bit of money or has a bit of money will eventually come down to, because you won't have enough time. So you're gonna get the battle pass, and it's got sick weapons, and then you're gonna get the blessing of the Welkin Moon, which gives you a lot of good value. So the moment you take that, you are now a dolphin, and don't worry, that is completely fine. Okay, now let's look at the last one. And this one, I kind of resent the people in this category, okay, because I got friends in this category, and I'm pretty sure you have friends as well in this category. And these are what I would call the chosen ones. These are the selected few that were blessed by RNGesus and got sent 5 stars on a silver platter. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? The ones that pulled Dilla in the first 3.
Wait, what? Is that a good thing? Did I get a good thing? Everyone in the chat is like, what the f?
In the first 3 fucking wishes, and then for whatever reason, they pulled a skyward weapon, and then they pulled Mona on the 5th pull. And I'm looking at one person. It is you, Anderson. Okay, my friend Anderson pulled Dillup on his first 3 goes and Mona on his 5th one. And oh, guess what? To make things better, he got a skyward greatsword, whatever that was, for his Dillup. And he is winning. If you have Dillup, okay, just saying. If you have Dillup at the very beginning of the game, okay, you're gonna be playing the game completely differently, because a lot of things will be very smooth and will look really fucking cool. So the MC will no longer be MC. The MC will now be Dillup, or aka Shadow Knight is the captain now. Anyway, I digress. I only have a slight distaste to these guys, but the moment I get my 5 stars, I then join the club, and then the cycle of hatred will continue in a fucking circle, and the world shall know pain. Well, with that being said, that's it for now. I'm gonna make other videos. Today I'm gonna be pumping them out, so look forward, especially for next week, because it might just be another solo leveling content, and I know most of my audience are solo leveling fans. So let's keep that little secret, and especially for those who hasn't watched my content. Anyway, let's look forward for that one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You catching that contact race for the impact.